Good afternoon, Dr. Songelwa.
Good afternoon, Mr. Matlo. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much.
So last year on the 2nd of May, 2019, you stood on the global stage at Africa's Travel Indaba in Durban, and you boldly told the travel and tourism industry that you're going to take certain steps to ensure that Jurni becomes a business and implement certain things that you announced there. Today, we're sitting here a year later, and we want to find out from you as the CEO of Jurni, what have you achieved in the past year, and which achievement has made you, as the CEO of Jurni, proud about?
Thank you very much for the invitation, Mr. Matlo. Maybe just for the benefit of the people that were not on the global stage, and also for the people that haven't heard about Jurni, it's probably just very nice at the beginning to introduce Jurni quickly. Jurni is a very new, groundbreaking initiative in South Africa that is here to actually empower the industry to make strategic decisions by providing credible insights through an online centralized digital platform. Basically, what happened in the last 3 or 4 years ago was that the private and public sector, when there was an opportunity for investment, they actually came together and say, this is the gap that we would like to actually address as it is reflected in the National Tourism Strategy. So this is who we are. We were actually established with that symbol and manage a centralized digital platform that is also going to integrate digital solutions that are already existing. So just going back to your question, firstly, I think as I had indicated to you who we are, one of the things that is very important to always highlight is not who we are. We are not a tourism agency that is actually using data, but we are a company that is a data management company that serves the tourism industry. And I think the viewers can just really have concisely that kind of description of who we are. Coming back to your question, in terms of the achievements that we pride ourselves with, at the time there was a launch, we had actually really constituted a very competent team that we had put together. In May, we had promised that we were going to really deliver the 3 core projects that were identified as deliverables of Jurni in the concept document, and those were like the data hub, the booking tool, and also the visitor hub. The secondly, I think as the team came on board, we pride ourselves that within 2 months, we were able to really craft a strategy that is really translating that concept into deliverables, and we establish a common vision as a team, and we were able to table that to our principals. Today we have that 3-year strategy that we are actually executing the first year, which ends this financial year. Now talking about Jurni, there was no established branded company called Jurni before, and really we are very excited that with the collaboration of the private sector and public sector, we were able to really launch the company beyond that event. We've been throughout the provinces, really talking about who we are and what we are supposed to do and the value that we will add. And as we speak, there are very few people within the industry now who actually don't know Jurni, and we really thank the support of the industry at large. One of the most exciting transformation thing that we also did was we appointed our contact agents. We have about 8 young people that are really here to actually support the industry in terms of how to use the digital solutions that we are providing. Because as we went throughout the province last year, we really realized the need that for us to be really effective and efficient. And as we introduce these digital solutions, especially to the people that haven't been capacitated to use technology in their businesses, it's our responsibility to provide that support. As we sit, we have very young people that we have trained already, and they are on site and they are ready to be utilized. So that's how I can just sum up the achievements.
Right. And in terms of the products, where they been developed, the 3 core products that you introduced at Africa Travel Indaba last year.
Thank you very much for that. We are also very happy to say that in December, we were able to soft launch the 2 products that we had prioritized, which is the central, the data hub that we were referring to, and the booking tool. So 2 of those products are actually ready and live and are ready to be utilized by the industry.
And what are some of the challenges that you have encountered during the past year? I can imagine this is a big mountain to climb because it has never been done anywhere else in the world. So what are some of these challenges that you dealt with, and what were some of the outcomes or some of the mitigation that you had to come up with to ensure that these challenges are actually not preventing you from executing what you are meant to implement?
I can just really highlight 3 of the challenges that I can think of on top of the mind. Typical to any new initiative. Obviously, whilst you do have the support of the external stakeholders, most of them who were part of conceptualizing what we are doing, but obviously there are a lot of other stakeholders out there that are really cautiously optimistic about this grand plan and whether the train is going to move at any other time. And that's expected, and that is understandable. But what is actually give us a credibility again is the fact that we really do have the support, in particular of the major national associations with their members. For instance, the Tourism Business Council of South Africa with the affiliate members, they are part of the people that are guiding us to really develop this online digital platform. We also have the National Department of Tourism with the associated agency, both at national level and provincial level. And I think with that, then we do get the credibility that people are not seeing us as an overnight think a very long overdue solution that the industry has been expecting, and really that comes with pressure, especially internally, to be able to actually really deliver and be seen to be making a value. And internally, again, this is a new team. This is a new strategy, and within the organization, we continuously really provide that healthy environment to actually debate and make sure that marching together towards implementing the vision that we have put together. So for us, this is really something that is exciting. I think the challenge, as I had indicated earlier, the investment that we currently have is seed funding. And there is an expectation out there that we really have to grow the organization so that we are financially sustainable. So to that effect, we are very happy to say, even as part of the infrastructure that we have developed, we have a commercial strategy that we have put in place, and we are ready to go to the market to just make sure that we are able to really generate a revenue and go out there to the market.
It sounds really exciting, and it's very interesting. And I guess someone sitting there asking themselves, how can I, from industry point of view, support your initiative to make sure that you centralize all the travel and tourism data in South Africa? What would you say to that?
It's actually a very good question, and most of the people are actually really thinking about this is what they have to do to support. As I indicated earlier on, it's very important that people should know that Jurni was established to fill the gap of the industry. And we are here to fulfill the needs of the industry. So we just don't sit here and then say, these are the solutions and please, we sell them. But our business model is to go out there and create the solutions that are derived from those needs. So the second thing that's also important as part of responding to your question is the fact that the intellectual property that's going to be generated from the development of this online platform is going to be the custodian of the Department of Tourism. So in that way, people can actually be assured that the governance and also the policies that have to do with the protection of information are going to be adhered to. In that way, people should actually really participate. So the data hub infrastructure is here. As I had indicated, the booking system is already in place. The call to the industry for me is that we are actually here looking for strategic partners to collaborate in terms of enhancing the data that can be actually stored into the facility that we have built. You can come in as a consumer, but also you can come in as a supplier. We are able to actually provide those customized solutions for your needs, and we provide the insights that you might need from an enhanced data. As I have indicated, the data needs to be integrated and not like at this point in time. Another call that I have is about the small, medium enterprises that are out there. The booking tool in particular was prioritizing their needs. And we are actually saying, please engage with us. Tepo, you are going to be really talking to them in detail in terms of how they can connect with us. They can call us, we can email. We have a website that is already available. So we would really like people to come on board. As I indicated earlier on, the contact agencies are there waiting for you to be able to actually get on board so that we are able to actually market you. So that is the call that we have. Let's build this centralized data hub for the benefit of the industry. The times of us working in isolation are actually gone. We really need to collaborate, and we will be able to make strategic decisions for the benefit of everybody in the country.